On.
Hey, welcome to my Facebook Live. My name is Glenda Austin, and it's Sunday evening. I played at two churches this morning, two different denominations. I have the bulletins up here, and I thought I'd do a quick run through of the hymns that were sung or played at these two churches. Different denominations, but what struck me was same great hymns with the same great message. If you have not followed me, check out Glenda Austin Pianist, which is the page you are on, and click follow, and you'll be notified when I go live. So I'm going to start out with church number 1. And you all know this. I don't think I'll even tell you what they are because that's how confident I am that you'll know it.
No, I heard it right.
Oh, good, because there was a wrong chord or two.
Oh.
Now that was Church 1. Those were the hymns this morning. I either
You played all those?
I did. Well, they were doing the singing, you know. It was congregational singing. But I played a prelude, I played a postlude, I played an offertory. I didn't include all of that. But those were the hymns that the congregation sang. Now, the other church was my former church. Many of you know that my sister and I were an organist and pianist at our church for 45, 50 years. And we stopped doing that last summer. But today we were invited back, not to play the entire church service, but to play the offertory on the piano and of course the pipe organ. And we did that. But I'm also going to include the hymns that the congregation sang in our former church this morning, and you'll know them all. As I mentioned earlier, 2 different denominations, and David, neither one were Baptist. Yeah.
Well,
If I've got any Baptist listeners.
no, if you were playing, it was Baptist.
Well, I know. I was raised Baptist, and as I always like to say, you've heard this, David, once you're Baptist, you're always part Baptist. I don't care if it's Methodist, Presbyterian, what church you go to, I will always be part Southern Baptist. But these hymns cross the border of denominations. They're all just classic hymns of the church. So, I'm going to close with the offertory that my sister and I played, so it's a little bit out of order, but I'll talk a little bit about that when I get to it. But here was the opening. I wouldn't really call this a hymn, it was a call to worship that the congregation sang, and it was so perfect. This is the day that the Lord has made.
Yeah, I think John Wesley would have approved that.
I know he would. I think he was singing along. Then we went into, you know this one, Standing on the Promises. sister here with a pipe organ, but I don't. So you'll have to kind of imagine this, because she was on the organ, I was on the piano, and when we do a duet like that, we kind of go back and forth and play off of each other. But this is the arrangement, basically, that we played this morning. It was our arrangement of When You All Know How Great Thou Art, and it was for the Offertory. And I know you'll know it, and I hope you enjoy it, because we loved playing today, piano and organ. It's been quite a while since we've done that, so it was a real pleasure. How Great Thou Art. That was fun. I love that song. Makes me almost cry. It's just such a powerful message. And we had such a wonderful time back together playing. If you listened through all of this, God bless you. And thank you for listening. This is not a long Facebook Live. I know every time I do one, which is not as often as I used to, I say I want to get back on the schedule, David. And then things happen, like I go to Scotland,
Ooh.
I go to Ireland. Did any of you see my Facebook Live from Hopetoun House Castle in Scotland? That was a real highlight. I'm still kind of recovering from the jet lag. And David, you stayed home and you kept the homestead going. And
Yeah, I cut the grass.
Ate peanut butter and jelly. It was a trip with 5 of my girlfriends. And we had a blast. So, but I've got to remind you, and this is the honest truth, I know a lot of people now that are hurting, and music helps. Music is medicine, and I highly recommend, if you're down, get some good music listening that lifts your spirits. It always lifts mine. Every time I do a live, I'm pumped, David.
Glenda, you wake up pumped.
Well, I don't know about that, but I feel good. Hey, thanks for listening and have a wonderful evening.